Hi guys, this is Oliver, and Prey has been released. I just posted my movie review of the movie, so go check that video out. And as you guys know on the YouTube channel, I'm a massive fan of the Predator franchise. I love Predator. It's one of my favorite movie franchises, just like I said in that video. So to celebrate the release of a brand new Predator movie, today we're going to stop and do a tier list ranking of all the Predator movies. So without further ado, let's do this. Let's go. So guys, we start with the first Predator movie, the original Predator movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I love this movie. It's a classic, so it's going up on the top. It's a classic. I love this movie. It's really good. And I love Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch. He's awesome, and I would like Carl Weathers. It's awesome that he's in this movie, especially how he became a recognizable actor after this movie, and he joined Star Wars, which is Star Wars is one of the most iconic franchises. So that's awesome. And Shane Black was in this movie, and then after this movie, he did also directed on another Predator movie in the franchise. And I love the final battle, the climax of the movie, when Arnold Schwarzenegger is covered in dirt and he's facing off against the Predator, and he has a lot of booby traps and stuff like that. And that's epic and awesome. The ending of this movie is epic and awesome. The final battle, the climax of the movie, that was epic and awesome. I love the traps they set up, and then the helicopter scene at the end. I love that scene. It's really good. And then we move on to Predator 2, and Predator 2. I'm gonna put it in the middle, on the B tier. It's the B tier is like in the middle, and yeah, it's okay. It's okay, I guess, but I think that there are a lot of good scenes in Predator 2, like for example the final battle, the climax of the movie when Danny Glover was facing off against the Predator. That was epic and awesome. A long, awesome action scene when they were in Predator spaceship. It was like a cave and stuff like that, and then they fought against Predator. That was epic and awesome. The Xenomorph skull was awesome. Then the other Predators came in, and then if they gave Danny Glover a gun, that's awesome. Which I like that. I like that even more now that I've seen Prey with the same gun. That's awesome. That makes me appreciate this movie a little bit more. But I love the opening action scene of the movie, and it has a lot of big explosions, which is awesome. Like classic Michael Bay. Well, Michael Bay didn't direct this movie, but still. And yeah, but I think that at the same time, even though there are things that I really liked about the movie, like I just said, this movie is really boring. I like Danny Glover, but this movie is just really boring. And like I said in my movie review of the movie, the LA drug lord, what the heck was that? It was just out of place in a Predator movie. It was like a cop, but buddy cop action movie, but then Predator was in there. Like, what the heck? It's about Danny Glover, who is like a cop who's trying to uncover the mystery of the Predator. But like, it's really boring because we already know the answer to that question, and we've already seen the first Predator movie. So yeah, it's boring. And then we move on to Alien vs Predator, and yeah, I think it's also on the B tier, and I like it way more than Predator 2. But it's similar to Predator 2. It has a lot of great scenes, but at the same time, it's pretty boring. The movie's called Alien vs Predator, and it takes a long time into the movie until Alien and Predator actually face off against each other. But I still like this movie a little bit more than Predator 2 because at least this movie, when Alien and Predator actually face off against each other, it's epic and awesome. The scene when Alien and Predator start fighting each other, that was an epic and awesome action scene. It really was. And the final battle, the climax of the movie when they were facing off against the Queen Alien, that scene was so epic and awesome. It really was. That was epic and awesome action scene. Similar to what I said in my movie review of the movie, go check that video out. Best action couple ever. I liked Penguin, and I rewatched this movie with my best friend Egil, and that was really fun. So yeah, at least I have some enjoyments in the movie. Antarctica is a cool place that in a Predator movie. And then we move on to Aliens vs Predator 2. I don't know what this movie was, to be honest. I think it's on the D tier. It's not F, it's not that bad. I don't hate this movie like most people, but I still think it's pretty bad. And it's too dark. You can't see anything. The screen is too dark. It's hard to tell what the heck is going on. And it's too violent. Like, the scene in the hospital is too brutal. It's like most movies that are like violent and stuff like that, they have like a reason for it. For example, the Suicide Squad it's so violent that it becomes funny and good. It's like the point of the movie. But for this is like, I don't understand why. Similar to Predator 2 and Alien vs Predator 1, there are great scenes in this movie, like the scene in the pool with the aliens. That was awesome. And the scene on top of the roof when Predator and Alien were fighting each other, that was cool. And I like the wolf Predator, it's cool, and it's awesome that Alien is on Earth now, planet Earth, because we haven't seen that before. But besides that, I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. And then we move on from bad to good very quickly, because the next movie on the list is Predators. And if you've seen this channel, I love this movie. It's so good. It's the best Predator movie we've gotten. And yes, I like it more than the Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator movie. You can check out my movie review of the movie. But yeah, I love the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but I prefer this movie. Maybe it's because for newer fans, I don't know. This movie is so good. This movie is fucking amazing. It's so good. I love this movie. The visual effects and the action scenes are really good. This movie is very well shot. And I love the characters in this movie. I love Royce. I love Adrian Brody as Royce. He was really good. A great protagonist. And the final battle, the climax of the movie when he's facing off against the Berserker Predator, that was so good. That's so good. Why is this movie so good? And I love the ending when they're like, oh, let's get off this planet. Beep, planet. That scene is so epic and awesome. And the music this movie is so good. It really is. This movie is a masterpiece. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love this movie. Then we move on to The Predator from 2018. Similar to all the mixed movies, all the bad movies on this list, it has a lot of great scenes, but they're in a bad movie. And yeah, I'm not. There was like this scene in the trailers for the movie when they were in Area 52, and then they were on these tanks and stuff like that, and that scene looked epic and awesome in the trailers for the movie. And then when you actually see the movie, they weren't even in the movie. Like, what the heck? But besides that, it's really good. I don't hate this movie like most people, but it's okay. It's okay, I guess. It's okay. I like the Predator more than Predator 2, because Predator 2 is boring. At least The Predator has a lot of epic and awesome action scenes. So I changed my mind about that. And then we move on to the latest Predator movie in the franchise, Prey, which is the latest movie. I just did my review of that a few days ago. So check that video out. It was a really good movie. I really liked Prey. It was a great new addition to the Predator franchise. I like that it mixed it up a bit. That it takes place in an old time period and stuff like that. It was very interesting. Similar to a lot of the awesome Predator movies on this list, and even the bad ones also. It has some epic and awesome action scenes, and some great acting from the main protagonist of the movie. You can check out my movie review, and in that video I said that I liked this movie more than the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, but I changed my mind. I think that the more I think about it, the more I like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie more than this movie. But I still really like this movie. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. And I've done a movie review on all the Predator movies, including the Alien vs Predator ones. I have a playlist on my YouTube channel, so you can find all my Predator movie reviews. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!